Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that the minutes of a regular meeting of the Council of the City of Ottawa, Illinois, held on Tuesday, May 7th, 2024, be approved as recorded in the permanent files of the city clerk.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Roll call?
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. Okay, so now we're going to ask for anyone who's wishing to appear before the council. Before we do so, we did get a note today in regards to concern over wild cats. And so we just wanted to make a note up front that there is no city ordinance. We're non-home rule. We can't make an ordinance about cats. We wish we could do more, but unfortunately we can't. I imagine most of you are here in regards to OSF. So I would also ask, is there anyone here who would like to speak about anything other than OSF? Okay. Then just a reminder, as we did the last 2 weeks in a row, there's a 5-minute limit to your public remarks, and please state your full name when you step up to the podium. Judy?
My name is, excuse me, my name is Judy McConville. I'm the chair of the Ottawa Plan Commission. We met today, and I'm here tonight to tell you that our committee voted unanimously to support the OSF resolution and would encourage the city to pass it. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else? Okay, then let's move on to, oh, yes, okay.
I was trying to be courteous and let others speak.
Remember, 5 minutes.
That'd be like telling me.
Can I speak as the chief, the president, the resident, and get maybe 15? Actually, I'm just here to, from a police department standpoint, to again endorse the city council's resolution as well and support that. I wanted to kind of give over a little bit of a more overview over the mental health issue that I addressed previously with OSF. I did kind of a little snapshot of what we deal with, just to kind of give another baseline of what our department and the impact that it's going to have, unfortunately, with the citizens, and what we've been kind of fending off along the way as it's happened. Last year alone, we handled 67 calls for service dealing with an out-of-control patient that was seeking mental health treatment, needs, whatever the case may be. During that time, we have a 6-man shift that actually can be reduced down to 4 with overtime and time off, and the officer taking some additional benefit time. So considering a 4-hour or a 4-shift minimum, we had 2 to 3 officers tied up for 2 to 3 hours each of those calls. So when you take that off, we have 1 officer patrolling this community because 3 of them are tied up with OSF and the current security needs and the lack of staffing that takes place in the emergency room. Now, keep in mind, when we talk about emergency room, I'm not going to get into their numbers, but I can tell you my experience with it. And it takes approximately 1 to 2 hours for a patient to be brought in through the ER and the process of evaluation to take place and then brought up to another floor to help service their needs, if there's a bed available. If not, they maintain that position. So, another concern I come with from the department is we have officers in high-risk situations all the time, much like the fire department. So I'm more concerned about my staff getting injured and not having a place to go. And be treated in an emergency. So what we deal with is not only that outcome and shorting our citizens, but also then worrying about our staff, and I have an elderly family too in town, so I'd like to have those services appropriate to handle that. So my concern is to support this, make it happen, and hopefully OSF will come to the table and have a better resolution, especially when it comes to the police department needs. Okay?
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Brian Bresner, the fire chief here, Ottawa, Illinois. To Honorable Mayor Hasty and the members of the City Council of Ottawa. On Wednesday, March 6th, the announcement from OSF St. Elizabeth regarding the construction of a brand new inpatient hospital in Ottawa brought great excitement to our healthcare community. However, this initial elation was quickly overshadowed by the news that many services would be significantly reduced or relocated. OSF officials have acknowledged that rural health care is constantly evolving and the critical measures must be taken to ensure long-term success. OSF, you are indeed correct on this. Rural health care and pre-hospital care are currently facing significant challenges. This is a universally acknowledged truth. Careful consideration is needed regarding how we respond to these challenges emphasizing the importance of input from the community as a whole to ensure that the solution aligns with the needs of our rural community. While OSF emphasizes buy-in from mission partners, it overlooks an invaluable point from stakeholders, which encompasses the communities as its leaders. The Ottawa Fire Department is also subject to these effects of these challenges. Due to the impact of COVID and various other factors, there's been a nationally recognized paramedic shortage, affecting not only Illinois, but the entire country. The Ottawa Fire Department has felt this impact with the number of certified paramedic firefighters on staff by dropping over by 30%. For a department of our size, this decrease has brought our response capabilities to a critical juncture. Instead of merely reducing the care provided to Ottawa citizens, such as proposed by OSF, the City Council has adopted a proactive approach to tackle this issue. They have assumed the responsibility of training individuals with minimal to no EMS experience to the paramedic level, a process that could span up to 2 years, and demand significant time and financial investments. This demonstrates the Council's strong character and deep commitment to the well-being of its citizens, setting a commendable standard for addressing the significant changes occurring in the community healthcare. As we consider what OSF is proposing, it is important to compare its proposition with its mission statement, vision statement, and core values. OSF's mission statement declares they shall serve persons with the greatest care and love. And their vision statement includes transforming healthcare to improve the lives of those we serve. The reduction of services to this community and the replacement of face-to-face care provided by a doctor with a computer screen does not seem to align with OSF's mission or vision. If you have ever been ill or injured or have been alongside a loved one in such condition, you know the profound impact of a compassionate doctor's touch and empathy in their eyes. This personal human connection will be missing with the proposed approach. This does not seem like serving with the greatest care and love, nor does it reflect transforming healthcare to improve lives. One of OSF's core values, teamwork, must also be evaluated in the light of its proposition. Where was teamwork with community leaders and stakeholders when this plan was formulated? The Ottawa Fire Department's vision is to be acknowledged by our community as a model of excellence in offering fire protection, emergency medical services, and other associated services. A department commitment to ongoing enhancement at every aspect of the service we deliver. A department that promotes an atmosphere of tolerance, trust, and engagement. Based on these guiding principles, we strongly believe in our duty to assist people and uphold respect for all individuals. We recognize people as our most valuable asset, and we understand that continuous improvement occurs through incremental steps. So as members of the Ottawa Fire Department, we fully support the City Council's resolution to oppose OSF's healthcare plan for St. Elizabeth. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Mayanne Stevens. I retired in 2016 after being a nurse for 39 years. In the last 23 years of my career, I was at SEMC as their director of nursing and then vice president and chief nursing officer. So I have a lot of experience with how things are run at the hospital, how implications that this downsizing will definitely have on this town and surrounding areas. It's really alarming to me to see that OSF is planning to downsize instead of expanding healthcare in Ottawa. As the largest primary and secondary population in LaSalle County, we should not be downsized to a model with less medical, surgical, and ICU beds than a critical access hospital such as Mendota. I also understand that there are patient and mission partner components that will be affected, and they can't be overlooked. Part of OSF's mission, as you heard earlier, is to serve persons with the greatest love and also patients first. By drastically cutting or fully eliminating access to care does not seem to personify those beliefs. In 2012 is when Ottawa merged with OSF. And it was not only to maintain our solvency in a changing healthcare environment, but also to provide, quote, greater access to integrated primary, secondary, and advanced tertiary healthcare. Now we are at jeopardy of losing our status as OSF's largest hospital in LaSalle County, along with all the benefits that go with that status. I also want to call out the staff. While fearing the loss of autonomy when the changes were occurring when we merged with OSF, staff did stick with it. They had, through their hard work, which is apparent by the national recognitions they have received. And it's not only been noted in our hospital, but if you go on OSF's site, it also notes SEMC as receiving these national recognitions, such as the top 100 rural hospitals in the nation, a safety rating by Leapfrog 2022, 23, and 24. In addition, the OB department has been received national recognition by Newsweek magazine and Blue Cross Blue Shield. So why would we want to reduce or eliminate services for a hospital that historically receives covenant recognition by national organizations? Between 2017 and 2022, the average patient census on the med-surg unit at midnight was 22.8 patients, and the ICU 3.2. They want to cut us now to 12 inpatient beds. You can do your own math from that. If our average census is 23 and they're cutting us down to 12 patients, where's the other patients going to go? They're going to be transferred. And we all know that transfers don't come without their own issues, as addressed by the fire department, police, et cetera. Also, you know, there's always critical time being lost anytime you have to set up the transfer, try to find transport, et cetera. We're just putting ourselves in jeopardy by doing this. And then back to the 26-bed mental health. I'm not saying we don't need mental health care. It is a big problem in the United States, that's no doubt. My concern is currently the mental health bed count accounts for 27% of our total inpatients. With their changes, it will account for 68% of the beds at this hospital. Mental health patients come with their own situations, and as addressed earlier, a lot of them have to be medically stabilized before they can go to the psychiatric unit. That means they go to either an ICU unit if it's an overdose, which means those patients will be transferred and then be transferred back when they're ready to be admitted to the mental health unit, or they're stabilized on the medical surgical unit. They're decreasing us to 12 beds. If you have 2 mental health patients that are being stabilized, now they just knocked us down to 10 beds. Our average census is 23. Again, where are those patients going to go? And what about other clinical issues? Will there be telemetry and dialysis? I have not heard anything about the dialysis unit, whether they were going to still plan that. I would not be surprised that will end up going over to Peru. Also, cardioversions, which are done in our intensive care unit right now. Well, if you need to be cardioverted, you're going to be transferred to get that done because we will not have an ICU unit. And what about patients? I talked to one surgeon. He says he can have a simple hernia, but have an adverse outcome that a patient needs to go to an ICU for. That patient at Fresh Surgical would be packed up and transferred. Will there continue to be a 24-hour hospitalist within the building? Their response eludes that there's going to be, but if you read how they answered their question, it also could be read that there will be one available. That doesn't mean they'll be the one taking care of the patients. It could be done through telehealth. Will there be a physician physically present in the ER? There is rumor going on. I have yet to confirm it, but they're rumoring that that's going to be done via telehealth also. And the rehab services were moved off-site. That includes our physical therapy. What happens to the new stroke patients or the patients that have a total joint that need inpatient services? Does that mean we're not going to be doing any total joints anymore at our hospital? Also, they keep on saying that they're pushing, everything's going towards outpatient. Well, if that's true, why did they decrease our procedural rooms from 2 rooms to 1 room, which is an outpatient service? Why did they decrease our ORs from 5 to 2? Again, most of those are done as outpatient surgicals. So I can't say that they're beefing up our outpatient area. The reduction or elimination of current inpatient services equates to the reduction of available staff.
Mayanne?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I apologize. It's
Okay.
been 5 minutes.
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
Thank you so much. Anybody else? Going once, twice. On to Commissioner Eichelkraut's report.
Moved by Commissioner
We don't
Eichelkraut
get to
that the
speak
by...
then? Or do we speak later?
You speak at the end of your,
Okay, that's good.
Or during the resolution.
or during the
comment.
resolution.
Okay.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that the biweekly salary payroll of May 10th, 2024, in the amount of $667,579.39 be approved and warrants issued.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Roll call?
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that the bi-monthly expense report dated May 21st, 2024, showing expenses in the amount of $975,634.68 be approved and warrants issued.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Gainier, roll call?
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that the monthly financial report of City Clerk Shelley L. Monks for the month of April 2024 be received and placed on file.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Pearson, roll call?
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that a resolution authorizing the execution of 2 engagement agreements with Lipfleet LLP for the fiscal year 2024 audits for the city and NCAT, which have been on file for public inspection since May 7th, 2024, be adopted.
Can I get a second?
So moved.
Commissioner Barron, roll call?
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that a resolution authorizing the execution of transit service agreements between the City of Ottawa and multiple entities regarding transportation through the administration of NCAT be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Gainier, roll call?
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that an ordinance amending Section 4 of Ordinance Number 17-2024 of the City of Ottawa regarding compensation for all part-time appointed NCAT bus operators be passed and approved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Pearson, roll call?
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. Commissioner Eichelkraut, there is the opportunity to speak during the resolution.
I
Would
will
you,
wait till the resolution, sir.
would you like to add anything now?
No.
Nothing about Taylor Swift?
No. Oh, yeah. All
That's
I
not a
wanna
joke,
say
like,
is-
he seriously has something about Taylor Swift.
We've been working very hard on putting Friendship Days together, okay, which is basically Riverfest, okay, which is a placeholder that we're doing right now for Riverfest to come back when the amphitheater is built. And it's gonna be long, it's gonna be a brew fest, there's gonna be a fishing rodeo, there's gonna be rock the street, or rock the, what is it?
Rock the
Rock
block.
the block.
Rock the block with the chamber. We got bands on Friday night, bands on Saturday night, and there's gonna be dance recital. It's all coming up. Music in the Park is coming up. We're set for that for the whole summer. That's gonna be a great time. We got food trucks, we got ice cream socials coming to the actual music in the park. And like you said, we got 40 things, and we just keep adding more as we go along. So it's gonna be a fun time this whole year, so enjoy yourself.
Thank you. On to Commissioner Gainier's report.
Moved by Commissioner Gainer that the table motion regarding the resolution of opposition to OSF's healthcare plan for OSF St. Elizabeth Medical Center be returned to the table.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Eichelkraut,
Yes, roll call, please.
roll call?
Yeah, Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Gainer that the resolution of opposition to OSF St. Elizabeth Medical Center in Ottawa regarding the services to be offered at the proposed new medical center in Ottawa be adopted.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Eichelkraut. Commissioner Gainier, is there anything you'd like to say?
Once again, I want to reiterate that nobody up here on this dais or the part of the CHO group is opposed to a new hospital. We are encouraged and would love to see a new hospital. What we are opposed to is the services that are to be offered in that hospital. They do not meet the needs of the community of Ottawa, and frankly, they don't even meet the needs of the entire region, that planning region that the Health Services Planning Board has stated or determined. I do want to say that I had the opportunity to be down at Kites and Flights with the CHO group over the weekend. There were several St. Elizabeth employees that came up and were in favor of what we were doing. However, they would not sign our petitions because of fear of retribution from OSF administration. But I want to make sure that we're going to send a certified copy of our resolution to the Health Services Board prior to the end of the written comment on the 19th of July. Also for those of you that were at the meeting last Wednesday night over at Central, Dr. Cruz made an offer to sit down and talk about the situation over a glass of bourbon, if you heard that. When Dr. Cruz was contacted to do that, he refused, just so you know. That's all I have to say.
Commissioner Eichelkraut.
First of all, after we just listened to the chief of police and the fire chief, okay, and we got to look at the citizens of Ottawa and the financial burden this is going to place on the city, the extra overtime, the extra manpower. It's going to be tremendous. It's going to really, it's actually going to hurt us because even this year, the five of us sat down to balance the budget, and it was really tough because, you know, wages have gone up, everything has gone up. So it made it tough for us. But to put this extra burden on the citizens, it's really tough. And before I came here tonight, I just happened to be flipping through some papers and stuff on, basically on my phone. And in the Mendota paper, okay, it stated, OSF said this, okay, we are building the new hospital in Ottawa with the patient in mind. And I'm thinking to myself, what patient are they talking about? It seems like they shipped everything out. And the other night at Central School, as Tom was talking about, I had the privilege of standing up there and talking to Dr. Cruz and AJ afterwards, okay? And Dr. Cruz mentioned that they were going to have to take a pause. I was hoping they were going to be here tonight, so maybe that pause means they will sit down and talk to us sometime. I mean, you would think they'd have the common courtesy to do something like that. I really appreciate if they would. That's all I got.
Commissioner Pearson.
Nothing more than what they already said.
I know what you said in the past, Commissioner Barron, but I'll still ask.
I was not able to attend the town hall meeting because I was in Washington, D.C. doing my job. I'll just tell everybody, I have a financial connection to OSF, so I will be abstaining in the vote tonight. But I want to say a few things before the vote. As a 25-year member of the Plan Commission, I think this decision by OSF is short-sighted. It doesn't serve our community. I've been planning for this community for a long time. And we are planning currently in the public utilities for the future of this community by building a new wastewater treatment plant for the future growth in this community. I think OSF is not planning on any growth for this community. We all know this community is going to get larger and our medical services are going to grow. A 12-bed hospital does not serve a community that's 20-some thousand people. As the fire chief said, just look at what conundrum they're going to be under when they're sending a crew to take a patient to another hospital because they're on override here. And they can't treat them here in this community, and they have to either travel to Peru, or they have to go to Morris, or they have to go to Mendota, or somewhere else. That crew is going to be out. We're going to have to call in more firefighters to cover that crew. So OSF is doing this in their interest, not in this community's interest. I'm deeply regretting not being able to vote on this tonight. If I was able to exercise my true passion for what I feel, I would use some choice words for OSF, but I'll be short. So I'll let you continue on with your vote.
So I've been beating the same drum since March in regards to the med-surg beds. The math simply doesn't add up to it. However, I think that was best the best example is actually given by Dr. Cruz himself last Wednesday, in which he indicated in his defense of rural medicine that the beds of Mendota, Kewanee, and Princeton weren't even at half capacity. And when he said that, I was dumbfounded because, so the answer is to move more beds west? That doesn't make sense. If those beds already aren't being used, why are you sending 30 beds further west? When there is not, when Streeter doesn't have that support, Marseilles doesn't have that support, Sheridan doesn't have that support, and Ottawa starts out day one at a minimum of 3 beds short of that support. So it doesn't make sense to move those beds from their own, from the information that they are providing us. It doesn't make sense. And so it just further to me exasperates our need to pass this resolution. Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Abstain.
Mayor.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And with all of that, Commissioner Gainer, is there anything else that you would like to add?
Just one more thing to add, that this movement is gaining traction. The NPR radio station DeKalb has picked up this story, and they're running with it.
And I had shared that on Facebook today too when I saw it, so everyone else can share it too.
Nothing else. Oh,
Thank
wait,
you.
there is a tornado warning until midnight, so please be careful.
We still have the 48 beds right now, so. Okay, so on to Commissioner Pearson's report.
Moved by Commissioner Pearson that the low bids received for the Peck Park Improvement Project in the amount of $137,504.50 from Grand Rapids Enterprises for Proposal A, and in the amount of $57,888 from Reese Construction for Proposal B, both be approved and paid for from the General Corporate Fund.
Can I get a second?
So moved.
Commissioner Barron, any comment? Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Pearson that the quote received from Home Electrical Contracting Incorporated in the amount of $17,750 for the Peck Park Splash Pad Electrical Service be approved and paid for from the General Corporate Fund.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Gainier, roll call. Oh, wait, roll call.
Well, this, obviously, we already have the pickleball courts and the basketball courts done, but this is moving forward for playground equipment and splash pad. It's going to be a nice addition to the south side.
Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Pearson that the quote received from Rainer Door Authority in the amount of $17,800 for the overhead door at the wastewater department sludge press building be approved and paid for from the General Corporate Fund.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Eichelkraut, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Pearson that the city clerk be authorized to advertise for bids for the City Hall Council Chambers Replacement Stair Project. Bids will be received until Friday, June 14th, 2024 at 10 o'clock a.m.
Can I get a second?
So moved.
Commissioner Barron, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. Commissioner Pearson, is there anything you'd like to add?
There's nothing else tonight, thank you.
Commissioner Barron, there's nothing on your report, but is there anything you would like to add?
No, you can keep going.
Perfect. On to my report.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution authorizing the execution of a grant agreement between the City of Ottawa and the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity for a Rebuild Downtown and Main Streets Capital Grant for the amphitheater, which has been on file for public inspection since May 7th, 2024, be adopted.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Eichelkraut, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution authorizing the execution of a public art agreement between the City of Ottawa and Jeremy Johnson for a mural at 227 through 229 West Main Street, which has been on file for public inspection since May 7th, 2024, be adopted.
Can I get a second?
So
Second.
moved.
Commissioner Barron, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution approving and authorizing the execution of an employment agreement for Amanda Lynch as Recreation Director, which has been on file for public inspection since May 7th, 2024, be adopted.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Pearson, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution authorizing the execution of a contract for sale agreement between the City of Ottawa and Simply Modern Homes LLC for property located at 513 St. George Street, which has been on file for public inspection since May 7th, 2024, be adopted.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Gainier, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron?
Aye.
Mayor?
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution authorizing the execution of a contract for sale agreement between the City of Ottawa and Simply Modern Homes LLC for property located at 819 Canal Street, which has been on file for public inspection since May 7th, 2024, be adopted.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Pearson, roll call.
Eichelkraut?
Aye.
Gainier?
Aye.
Pearson?
Aye.
Barron?
Aye.
Mayor?
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution authorizing the execution of a contract for sale agreement between the City of Ottawa and Augustin Leon Montez for property located at 230 Anita Drive, which has been on file for public inspection since May 7th, 2024, be adopted.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Eichelkraut, roll call.
Eichelkraut?
Aye.
Gainier?
Aye.
Pearson?
Aye.
Barron?
Aye.
Mayor?
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution authorizing the execution of a contract for sale agreement between the City of Ottawa and Augustin Leon Montez for property located at 221 De Leon Street, which has been on file for public inspection since May 7th, 2024, be adopted.
Can I get a second?
So moved.
Commissioner Barron, roll call.
Eichelkraut?
Aye.
Gainier?
Aye.
Pearson?
Aye.
Barron?
Aye.
Mayor?
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution authorizing the execution of a contract for sale agreement between the City of Ottawa and Aretha Denise Ashley for property located at 1924 Pratt Lane, which has been on file for public inspection since May 7th, 2024, be adopted.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Pearson,
I'd like to say one thing.
I was going to say something, but I'll let you first.
This motion and the last four motion are just an example of how the city council is proactively trying to improve our community, unlike maybe some other organizations that we talked about earlier in the meeting. We've taken 5 blighted properties and we're selling them to someone who will build either a house or a commercial structure on those properties and return these properties to the tax bills. And just so we know that the other entity we told about does not provide any property tax for the city of Ottawa or county or anything.
Other than the jabs to OSF, you took the words out of my mouth. That was exactly what I was going to say, but I appreciate them. Roll call.
Eichelkraut?
Aye.
Gainier?
Aye.
Pearson?
Aye.
Barron?
Aye.
Mayor?
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution authorizing the execution of a fireworks display agreement between the City of Ottawa and J&M Displays Incorporated for the 4th of July fireworks, which has been on file for public inspection since May 7th, 2024, be adopted.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Eichelkraut, roll call.
Eichelkraut?
Aye.
Gainier?
Aye.
Pearson?
Aye.
Barron?
Aye.
Mayor?
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution authorizing the execution of a settlement agreement between the City of Ottawa and ASME Local 2819 be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Can I get a second?
So moved.
Commissioner Barron, roll call.
Eichelkraut?
Aye.
Gainier?
Aye.
Pearson?
Nay.
Barron?
Aye.
Mayor?
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution appointing Sue Vandervoort to the Board of Directors of the Ottawa Visitor Center, term to expire May 21st, 2027, be adopted.
Get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Pearson, roll call.
Eichelkraut?
Aye.
Gainier?
Aye.
Pearson?
Aye.
Barron?
Aye.
Mayor?
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that an ordinance approving and authorizing the execution of intergovernmental agreements between the City of Ottawa, Ottawa Township High School District 140, Wallace Community Consolidated School District 195, IVC District 513, and LaSalle County for the Ottawa 80 North TIF District be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Eichelkraut. I would just like to say this one and the next 3 are all similar TIF extensions. Our economic development team has been working hard for months with the county and with our different school districts to get these, to get an agreement made and get something down to Springfield so we can get these TIFs extended. And I'm very excited the fact that we finally got it done at the little 11:30th hour. So the letters did make it down to Springfield, and I'm looking forward to a lot more economic growth in all of our 7 TIFs.
I want to thank
Question.
everybody too that actually are helping us. High school.
Yeah.
County, IVCC.
Yeah, there are 17 different taxing districts that we had to get letters of support from, so it's a lot of meetings, a lot of talking, and a lot of negotiating, and I think where we ended up is a win-win for everybody involved.
Question. This now goes to the state for they have to pass this next, right? Is there time left in this session to get it passed?
We're being told that there is. Matter of fact, it was heading that way Tuesday morning And so we had to have the letters, which I believe was Ottawa Elementary School was Monday afternoon was the last letter that we needed, which we got down there, like, literally as they were walking to the house floor.
Not that we want to cast aspersions in any other governmental body, but I think the county did us a disservice by holding this up for a month. Because if it doesn't pass, it has to wait until, what, November now?
Our only chance for that is going to be if they pick it back up in the veto session, and there's a lot of talk around Springfield that they may choose not to do so, because there's somewhat of a push to change the laws of TIFs, which could postpone a lot of TIF extensions for a year, 2 or 3 years until they figure out what those new laws would be. So it's going in a package deal with all of the other TIFs extensions and new TIFs for Illinois. So as long as it gets to a vote, there's no reason why ours would be held up when the rest of the state's not, because it'll be all one package deal.
Well, we hope it works.
Yes, we do, very much so.
Well, sometimes, Brent, when there's negotiations, things take a little longer. It don't matter who it is, but sometimes when you're negotiating, things take longer.
Well, it was explained to the county by Dave, Mr. Noble, why we wanted the urgency of it done in April, and I think they lost sight of that. They tabled it. They weren't going to act on this until next February, but they came to their senses and acted on it, what, 2 weeks ago? So at least they realized their error.
Yeah, there was a lot of conversations, and in the end, I'm very confident we had not just our economic development team with Dave Noble, but we had Jay McCracken with the Chamber of Commerce and a number of board members on the county that were working hard to make sure that we got this done in time.
And I appreciate all their efforts.
Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that an ordinance approving and authorizing the execution of intergovernmental agreements between the City of Ottawa, Ottawa Township High School District 140, Ottawa Elementary School District 141, Rutland Community Consolidated School District 230, IVCC District 113, and LaSalle County for the Ottawa Route 6 East TIF District be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Can I get a second?
So moved.
Commissioner Barron. Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that an ordinance approving and authorizing the execution of intergovernmental agreements between the City of Ottawa, Ottawa Township High School District 140, Ottawa Elementary School District Number 141, Rutland Community Consolidated School District 230, IVCC District 513, and LaSalle County for the Ottawa Canal TIF District be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Gainier. I said I was going to talk about all of them at the beginning, but I do want to point out that this one in particular is very important because our riverfront development is in the Canal TIF, and we passed the resolution for the amphitheater earlier tonight. That amphitheater is going to be partially paid for by the funds of this TIF. So when you're looking at the development that we're all looking forward to downtown, not just the amphitheater, but the hotel, mixed-use occupancy, restaurants, all of that stuff that we've been talking about for a decade now.
At least 20 years.
Yeah, it may be longer, it feels like. All of that in part is gonna be able to come to fruition because of this TIF that we're just passing now. So just to show the impact that something like this can have on a community. Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that an ordinance approving and authorizing the execution of intergovernmental agreements between the City of Ottawa, Ottawa Township High School District 140, Wallace Community Consolidated School District 195, IVCC District 513, and LaSalle County for the Ottawa Dayton Industrial TIF District be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Pearson, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that the report of the Plan Commission meeting held on Monday, May 20th, 2024, considering the approval of the final plat of Navytown at Heritage Harbor, Ottawa, re-subdivision plan unit development, be received and placed on file. Be it further moved, the council concur with the recommendations of the Plan Commission, and the final plat be approved, and the follow-up ordinance be passed and approved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Eichelkraut, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. We have some proclamations to read here.
Yep.
Wanted to make sure I knew which one I was reading.
Yep.
Whereas America, a land of freedom, is preserved and protected willingly and freely by citizen soldiers, and whereas millions who have answered the call to arms have died on the field of battle, and whereas a nation must be reminded of the price of war and the debt owed to those who have died in war, and whereas the red poppy has been designated as a symbol of sacrifice of lives in all wars, and whereas the American Legion and American Legion Auxiliary have pledged to remind America annually of this debt through the distribution of the memorial flower, therefore I, Robert Hasty, Mayor of the City of Ottawa, and on behalf of the Ottawa City Council, do hereby proclaim May 23rd and 24th, 2024 as Poppy Days in the City of Ottawa, and ask that all citizens pay tribute to those who have made the ultimate sacrifice in the name of freedom by wearing the memorial poppy on this day. Proclaim this 21st day of May, 2024.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a proclamation naming May 22nd and May 24th, 2024 as Poppy Days in the City of Ottawa be adopted.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Eichelkraut. And Friday, they're going to be here at City Hall to give us the poppy flower as well, so just wanted to add that part. Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. The second proclamation is for, whereas the public works services, including our city's transportation, water supply, wastewater treatment, public buildings, and other structures essential for our citizens, and whereas the health, safety, and comfort of our community greatly depends on these facilities and services, and whereas the efficiency of qualified and dedicated personnel who staff our public works department is strongly influenced by the citizens' attitude and understanding of the importance of the work they perform, now therefore be it resolved that I, Robert Hasty, Mayor of the City of Ottawa, do hereby proclaim the week May 19th through 25th, 2024 as National Public Works Week in the City of Ottawa. I urge all citizens to acquaint themselves with the issues involved in providing our public works and to recognize the contributions which public works employees make every day towards our health, safety, comfort, and quality of life. Proclaim this 21st day of May 2024.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a proclamation naming May 19th through May 25th, 2024 as National Public Works Week in the City of Ottawa be adopted.
Can I get a second?
So moved.
Commissioner Barron. Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. And I do have one other note to read, which is a public notice. The City of Ottawa is holding a public community meeting on Thursday, May 23rd, 2024 at 1:30 p.m. in the council chambers at City Hall located at 301 West Madison Street, Ottawa, Illinois. The purpose of this public community meeting is to discuss the City of Ottawa's U.S. EPA Brownfield Assessment Grant, where funds have been spent to date and where funds are planned to be allocated in the future. Input from the public is welcome. Please contact Dave Noble, Economic and Community Development Director, with any questions regarding this meeting or the city's U.S. EPA Brownfield Assessment Grant. Mr. Noble can be reached at 815-433-0161, extension 220. And with that, can I get a motion to adjourn?
Moved by Mayor Hasty that this regular meeting be adjourned.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Pearson, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. And this is now the second meeting in a row where we've had almost standing room only. I like this. Let's keep this going. We'll have more interesting things next time. Keep coming.
Mr. Mayor, one thing that didn't get announced, there is a Memorial Day celebration on Monday in Washington Park, and I think it's at what, 10?
First of all, at 9 o'clock, it'll be at the Vietnam Veterans Memorial.
Then it goes-
Then at Fox River Bridge for the throwing of the wreath by the Navy Mothers. Then we'll walk down Columbus Street.
Jean's saying no.
No, we're not gonna have veterans?
No, we will start on Memorial Day at 9:30 on the Fox River Bridge with the Navy Mother's Wreath ceremony. We will have the parade immediately afterwards. We will proceed north Washington Park where there will be a short ceremony. And then there will be an open to the public free luncheon at the American Legion immediately afterwards. Everybody is invited to come. It's a great day. And what a way to salute our veterans.
I wanted to make sure
Thank
they
you.
got a plug.
Here we go. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Happy Memorial Day, everybody.
I'll take it.